Hi, I'm Lauren from Eat and Thrive Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make my juicy, tender miso pork chops. So first things first, we need our pork chops. I like to use pork loin chops for this recipe because they're a great lean source of protein, are affordable, but also having that bone in there is going to prevent them from drying out while cooking. So before we marinate our pork chops, I like to take some paper towel and pat them dry, then transfer them to a shallow container. The next step is to make our miso marinade, and for this you're going to need a small bowl. Add in the mirin, cooking sake, rice wine vinegar, and powdered garlic and ginger. And whisk until there are no clumps. Then add the sesame oil and miso paste and whisk the marinade until all the clumps have dissolved. The marinade should have a syrupy consistency as this will help it cling to the meat. The next step is to coat our pork chops in that lovely miso marinade. What I like to do is pour half the marinade over the pork chops and then spread it out with a spoon. Then you're going to take a clean fork and pierce all over the meat and fat. This helps to tenderize and pushes that miso marinade deeper into the meat. When you're done with the first side, flip the chops over and repeat with the remaining marinade. Miso is such a great choice for marinating your meat because it does both flavor and tenderizes. It is much lower in sodium than table salt, and it also contains enzymes that break down proteins, which helps to tenderize that meat. So now that our chops are all prepped, it's time to put the lid on the container and stick them in the fridge to marinate for up to 24 hours. So these pork chops have been marinating in the fridge for about 3 hours now. If you have the time, I do recommend going for the 12 or 24 hours, as this will make them super tender and juicy and they'll get a lot more of that flavor. You may notice some discoloration in the meat after 12 hours, but this is just the marinade doing its job. Heat your frying pan over medium-high heat, then add in a splash of olive oil. Cook your pork chops for about 4 minutes and flip them over and cook for another 3 minutes. Lastly, sear the fat for 1 minute. Allow your chops to rest for 5 minutes before serving. And there you have it, perfectly cooked, tender miso pork chops.